welcome to another Chit Chat with me, Amy, the Kiki housewife. I hope you're having a great start to the week and that Monday didn't feel so much like a Monday, and that you came off a really great weekend. So let's get into it. First, little disclaimer, if you hear some purring, I have a kitty in my lap. Usually after Eva goes to bed, it is cat time in our house, so I always have one of the two of them on me all night, basically. So that if you hear purring, that's what it is. Moving on from that, tonight I'm gonna talk about a word that I personally hear a lot, and I guess it's kind of a trigger word for me. But yeah, it's the word luck. As a stay-at-home mom, I hear the word lucky all the time. 8 out of 10 times when I say, yeah, I'm a stay-at-home mom, I hear, oh, you're so lucky. Oh my God, you're so totally lucky. Or one time I even heard, what? What the hell? You're a stay-at-home mom? You're so lucky. That's not fair. And I was just, oh, alright, like, calm down. You know, because the word luck itself implies that you didn't work very hard for that thing, or that it was kind of just happenstance that this thing happened, or that this good fortune fell upon you without much behind it. And for me, that's just not it. When I explain it to people, I feel like I always have to say, well, I'm oversensitive about it because I feel as a stay-at-home mom, people don't think I work very hard, or that I just play all day and that's all I do. And so I'm very sensitive about it because I don't want people to think that I don't work as a stay-at-home mom. And the truth is, I don't need to preface it with, I'm oversensitive. People say that as a whole, we're becoming much too sensitive as a culture and as a society because everyone has their trigger words and things just set you off. And they didn't 40 years ago, 30 years ago. And the thing is, those words probably did. It's just we made ourselves too polite and too politically correct to really say anything. Confrontation was not in the norm, and just letting comments slide by was. And it's not that way anymore. I'm personally sick of hearing it because I don't need people telling me all the time that my situation is one that just happened upon me. No. A lot of work and a lot of thought have gone behind having Eva and being a stay-at-home mom. Tim and I were together for 5 years before we had Eva. And there was a lot of discussion that went behind it first. And I've mentioned it in my blogs before, but when Tim and I had been dating about a year and a half, we talked about a future and what that entailed and what that looked like. And Tim was the first one to say that he wanted kids. And his ideal situation would be that his kids had a stay-at-home mom. And I was so excited because that's what I wanted to do and that's what I wanted to be. I wanted to be a stay-at-home mom who baked with her kids and did crafts with her kids and was with her kids all the time. And so we both worked really hard to get to that point. Tim has a great job and he works hard at his job and he's appreciated for his job. And so that helps us a lot. We work out budgets every month together for household goods, going out, all of it. So we can both have fun, but also save for a future. And we just, I don't know, we work really hard for it. Every day we work really hard for me to be a stay-at-home mom. And I don't know, I don't feel like it's luck. I feel like it's the life we've created and it's the life we've built. And there are definitely days as a stay-at-home mom where I don't necessarily feel lucky. Just as someone going into their office job might not feel lucky that they have that job because it's a really frustrating or a really stressful day. It's called life. It's called going through the motions. It's called being a human. My best friend and I were video chatting on Instagram because we're codependent, and it's fine. It's totally fine. And she was saying that she was talking to someone about her maternity leave, and that person said that she was lucky. That she was lucky for her maternity leave. And it's so twisted because in our country, in a sense, it's luck in a way that she's even offered maternity leave, because there are a lot of jobs and a lot of places that don't even offer maternity leave because they're not legally made to. And you know, you hear horror stories of women who work at Dunkin' Donuts or McDonald's or a retail store where they have a baby and they have to go back to work 4 days later. I can't even imagine having to do that. You are not physically, emotionally, or mentally ready to do that. And you're a poor baby. I can't. But they said that she was lucky because she got maternity leave. And she just felt, again, like she worked for that. She works for that maternity leave. She works for that time. She puts in hours. And she's a high school teacher in Maine. She works for it. Believe me. You know, it's not just something that is given to these people. It's just, luck is not always luck. When you boil it down to what its true definition is, it's just something that you don't work for. And our lives are not things we don't work for, especially when you have families. When you bring your kid into it, it's just, that is something you work for very hard. And it's almost hurtful to tell someone that maybe they aren't working for it very hard, or that it's just, they're lucky that this life fell upon them. I'm lucky I met Tim. I'm lucky that I have a beautiful daughter who is very healthy. I'm lucky that I have a very happy life. But it's a life I work for, and it's a life I work hard for. So next time you tell someone that part of their life is luck, or something that they've been striving for a long time is luck, just stop and think about it for a second, and think about how you would feel if someone was telling you that something in your life was just luck. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope you guys got a little something from it, and yeah, just tell me what you feel is something you work for really hard and someone tells you that you're lucky for having it, or maybe something that you feel lucky for having in your life that maybe you didn't work very hard for, or that you do work really hard for. Or if you just disagree with me completely, let me know. Let me know in those comments down below. And as always, that little button in the side that says subscribe, please click. And I hope you guys have a great rest of the week. And I'll see you next week. Bye!